Greetings. Salute to you, goddamn. I appreciate you. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good night, good day, good afternoon. I always try to give these effective live streams late at night, and very productive day, but still got to get things done. You ever had those days where it's just like, damn, shit, like I still got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's working, but I learned that, and my uncle always said this, how sentimental things are so crowding. You ever have something so sentimental that you hold on to a receipt? Salute to NBA City. What up? What up, NBA? You hold on to a receipt like some shit is gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Big Daddy. Good morning to you. And so you hold on like I hold on to some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I do, because I always like to have receipts and something happens like that. So I'm probably the guy that does that, and I've learned that the hardest thing in life is letting go. Shout out to Silas the Butcher. How are you? You understand? So all day, like I got my boy with me, so he's helping me out, and he's in the studio and he's helping me out with a lot of technical shit. And I'm asking him, yo, should I get rid of this? Should I get rid of that? He's like, nah, it's just junk. That's good. Get rid of that. And then it was like, that's junk. And I'm like, that's junk. Damn, I want to get rid of it. And it's like the show Hoarders. Yeah, I love Hoarders. Two shows that I love watching. Well, three shows. I like the first 48. Seriously, like I watch. I love crime shows. I love cop shows. Um, First 48. These are my like treats though. 600 pounds and Hoarder. And I watch those things because it's probably better than going to the gym. Cause when you watch 600 pounds, you're just like, God damn, that's what food could do to you after fucking midnight. It's like shit. Niggas be like, yo, I was so depressed I ate my life away. And I'm like, I never listen, I done been depressed and I never been like, man, fuck it, I want to get fat. Um, Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? I do know that if I have something in reach, it's never good for me. Out of sight, out of mind. Like, listen, if we have some shit in the refrigerator, and I'll eat it just so it don't spoil. So get the donuts out. Don't get all that shit out there because I'm gonna fuck with it. But if you got good shit, I'll either way. But then they'll tell you, fruits are too much. Fruits are bad for you. I love yogurt. I love yogurt. But these shows, like I told you, it keeps me going because it kind of is therapeutic. I know what I need to get rid of. I know what I need to do. And you know, as I was doing this, I kind of was just like, damn, like, you ever just get tired of the same old damn thing? And you're like, wow, like, is there something in the air? Forensic files my shit too. Something in the air. And I said it to say, I had to work later, but when my boy left, I just got like this writer's block. And it was just like, man, like, talk about the same shit over and over. But then I was like, how come my shit just went down like that? And the worst thing I could ever do is to talk to a downer before a live stream. Now, this could be good or bad. I could talk to a downer and have a topic, and I'm like, wow. And then I could talk to a downer. I'm just like, damn, like, shit. And I was talking, actually, there's this one sister that I work with. I used to do like web series with and shit like that. We had a great working relationship. But then again, I realized her man put me on. Cause I met him, and then I met him and his woman. And now I remember I actually met them at an event in Jersey. And she's just a beautiful brown chocolate, like nice looking motherfucker, right? And it was so crazy because when I'm always looking at somebody and looking out the best in them, like, damn, you know. And that's kind of a gift and a curse about me because I'm always looking further than what they probably see. She was a model. And I remember I really wanted to work with her. I indirectly wanted to work with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with him, but you know what I'm saying? You know how that go. So anyway, we did this little web series together. She played like the homegirl, and it was a good little look, and we had a good time. So today I kind of hit her up on like I want to do some projects. Let's put something together. And she's like, she's with it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you still modeling? And she's like, yeah, you know. And it was just so weird. Like, as I'm talking to her, it's almost like, why the fuck am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Q U Hector. What up, bro? Salute. So, shout out to the Shy Room. So, what I did was, I said, let me hear her out. Because now I got this personal mode of an audition, right? And I got to feel it. It's like either I'm going to feel it or I'm forcing it. So, I told her I always like to look, whatever, whatever. She heard that already. She's a model. And I said, are you still with old boy that you was with? She was like, no. That's what she said. And when she said no, she said it in a way like, no, I don't fuck with him. Like, you know, I'll never deal with him again. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you're single, and that's a good thing because you can focus or whatever. But then I noticed I'm trying to like convince her that this is business, 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 and I ain't trying to fuck you. And that's not good when you worked with somebody before and you got to convince yourself of that. So it's just, you know what I mean? So we're talking and she's telling me that I told her the last time we filmed was like 2017, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, wow, that's crazy. Time flies, whatever, whatever. But then she threw me for a loophole. She hits me with me and the guy's name is still friends, and he has two kids. So I'm like, well, did he have two kids when y'all were together? She's just like, no. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, yeah, because he's down in Atlanta. And I'm like, yeah, well, he's a nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? They always move from up here to down there. And as I'm talking to her, I'm like, yo, hold the fuck up. Like, didn't she just tell me that she's not with this nigga? So, me being me, I'm just continuing, and I'm just like, yeah, we want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. She said, as long as she gets compensated for her gas and toll. I'm like, where you live? She said she lives in Princeton, New Jersey. I'm like, all right, well, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? A little $40 and shit. You give a little $30, $40 for the gas and toll. It's really not that serious. She just wants acknowledgement, and that's cool. You know what I mean? And she says she's with it, but there was no enthusiasm. I felt like I was going backwards, and she told me that she lost a couple of family members, and she's talking about that. And I'm like, wow, this thing is drowning me. I think I made a mistake. Like I'm selling myself, and I'm like, damn, I think I shouldn't have. So then she tells me, yeah, because so and so, he lives down in Atlanta, and this, that, and the third, and I'm like saying to myself, like, why the fuck you still talking to this? No. I said, so y'all friends? She said, yeah. I just spoke to him the other day, and I'm just like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no benefit to a male, to a friend with an ex, unless it's the man. It's a benefit to him because we always gonna think about having that pussy on the side, and it connects us to the past and memories. It it does more harm for a woman than a man. Now I didn't get into this with her because I try not to get into these topics and things. So then I tested her because I'm like, kind of got off the breeze of the subject, and I'm like, yo, I may have somebody there for you to meet. We just talked about because she said she's single now, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you like light skinned guys? She's like, oh no, and I'm like, okay, if you don't like light skinned guys, your ex boyfriend was there just with you. Now he got a family. What like, we still picky? Like, why are you friends with this nigga that just totally fucked you up? Like, you know, if a woman is gonna be friends with a man that she was once with, shout out to Rika P, you have to consider that, are you guys getting back together? Because that's the only way you should be talking to an ex. You shouldn't, as a woman, you can't play the game we play because our minds are in the gutter no matter fucking what. It's in the gutter when you're our homegirl. It's in the gutter when you're our female friend. It's in the gutter most definitely when you are our ex. Because now I know you're a loser. Because you're dealing with me. I don't give a fuck if you got a damn husband and things are going great. You shouldn't be friends with me. Ever. I'm your ex. It's to my benefit and it works against you. I don't care what you say about I can control it. No, your your mindset as a woman versus your natural habitat. It is not healthy at all. You should not be connected to nobody that you was once in love with. And this nigga got a family now. Like, I don't know what other part that you don't know about moving on, but if a nigga tell you he got 2 kids and he lives with his wife or girlfriend, or maybe he just got 2 kids and y'all were together for 7, 8 years, because you're not letting go. You see, woman, you can't play the game because your mind going in the gutter is going backwards. Our mind in the gutter is a regular day. It's hard to say that, but you have to think about it. When I watch the show Hoarders, the hardest thing for them people to do is allowing them to let this shit go in the garbage. Let it go in the fucking garbage. As a woman, you have to think about an ex is worthless to you. Let it go in the fucking garbage. Let him go in the goddamn trash compactor. He's worthless to you unless you're trying to get back with him. If you guys are putting on the table that we're trying to get back, at least there's a goal, and that goal needs to be shared because you guys have to be on the same motherfucking plate. Same path. You understand? But what's crazy, but I'm going to tell you how effective this shit is. As I'm talking to her, I'm like, she's like, yeah, because, I was like, yo, how long would it take you to do a live stream, you know? She said, well, she's got to do, put her hair in this way, but like 15 minutes. So I'm like, so if I send you a link right now, we could do it. Like, oh, well, I got to do something for my mother. I'm like, oh my God, come on, boo. Like, we just keep striking out. And you ain't even my ex. The benefit of me working with you would be good, but we worked together before. And why did we stop working together? Yeah, that part. I don't remember. But why did we not work together again? Now, the boyfriend was a cool dude. I remember he gave me a number. He did do that, and we were connected, and he like, yo, just get in touch with her. You know what I'm saying? You cool. But he kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, but, well, he didn't. He moved down to Atlanta. That's why he's no longer up here. But as I'm listening to her, I'm like, I'm putting something together for. I'm trying to create this character for this film we're working on, and I just got off the phone and was just like, wow. If you look at my last live stream, just take a quick look at it, and you'll see not even the disappointment, not even frustration, the 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 exhaustion. And I said, black women, you are too good to wrong. You what oh, God, man. You're a single woman, pretty woman, and your energy feels worse than when I was working with you with your boyfriend. Cause you got too much going on. That means this nigga is still gonna be involved with our shit. Cause you're gonna be compelled to tell him. Why can't y'all let you listen to me? You have to understand this right now. This is a different world. No more male and female friends unless y'all niggas is partners in business. Now, this is still a little kind of partners in business, but I'm not making no money to pay her with the film business. You understand? So it's no business if I'm just paying her. It's business where we both get money together from what we produce, right? So as I made that quick thing for y'all and I got off and I drove home and I just was like, wow, like something is off, and I felt as if I shouldn't have extended. I think I went too far, and I don't think I want to do it. Now, mind you, this I'm going to show you how powerful it is when you guys are friends with exes. I couldn't understand why the energy was so dead. Like, I took a long time to get in touch with her. I finally there, and it was like I felt as if I'm going backwards to an ex relationship. Only difference is there's no damn benefit to me as far as me being in a paradise because we're not fucking, nor did I ever hit it. So the problem is her energy of telling me about being with the man as a friend. It didn't turn me off mentally. It physically did something. And that's worse than mental. I could block mental shit out, but physically, I feel it. And it's almost to the point of like, yo, listen, I thought about everything. Let's just scrap the whole idea, because if you're friends with your ex, you're giving him privileges as if you guys are still special and together. You tell him you working with me, he's only just thinking, I don't fuck you because he's too far away. Niggas still think we own the pussy. And that's the problem when you're friends with exes. You know, it's a game for a man too, but it's worse for a woman because you guys don't think disgusting like we do, as bad as we do. I'm not saying you can't be, well, I'm probably better than a new wife. No, you shouldn't even be talking to this nigga. Let it go. There's no future unless you're trying to get back together. It makes it senseless. I'm telling you, the fact that she told me that did something so deep to my physical. It made me say, this is a red flag. Stay away from it. It doesn't even feel right. It feels forced. Because I feel as if, again, I'm forgiving. So I forgot why I stopped working. I really did. But she's going to give me a reminder. I think a lot of it also has to do with, I really did forget, but let's just say maybe she didn't keep her promises. And once again, you know, she's going through mental trauma. She lost her grandmother. She lost somebody else special. She's still friends with her ex, but you just lost two people in your life. That alone is going to be a whole different level of healing, because now you lost somebody in your life, and that the history gets older by the second, and that's gonna be excruciating because you're gonna miss the person. Why in the fuck is this nigga still around? When I asked her, you know what I mean, if you're still with old boy, she said it no with conviction, as if like he did her dirty. And according to the time that we split up, she clearly doesn't have any children. Now this nigga went and had 2 kids. Do you understand how painful that is for a woman? Do you understand you guys will play a game as if you're us? I'm friends with all my exes. That is not good. You shouldn't be friends with no ex. You shouldn't be friends. Let me give you an example of what happened to me this past summer. This past summer, I happened to be in Midtown, and one of my exes, she's cool, you know what I mean? Like, again, shout out to Ken Thompson. Again, I'm a man. Let me give you that disclaimer. You know we ain't shit. So I got my daughter with me, whatever. But you know, it's a hot day in July. Oh my God, it was terrible that day. And there would happen to be this African festival in Brooklyn. She was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? You around?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm downtown Manhattan. Like, yo, you should come across the bridge. Bang, bang, bang. My people's got the whatever at the African festival. All right, fuck it, no big deal." Now, clearly, this is an ex. I said to myself, okay, I got my daughter with me, but the fuck, that's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be with me. This big African outdoor festival. This shouldn't be a bad thing. You know, as a man, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, wifey's doing whatever she do. I'm out there. It was just one of them. I think it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday, or was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. So I happened to be downtown Manhattan. I met her in downtown Brooklyn. When I met at the gate, I haven't seen her in years, but you know, we talk. You know what I mean? And I see her coming out. She's looking really nice. She has her daughter. Now, mind you, I haven't been with this woman in years. So her daughter was like 10, 11 years old. Looked very grown, looked very mature. And I remember the signs, right? So anyway, we get to the front. I'm like, wow, she looks nice. And the first thing I said to myself, damn, I can't believe I used to fuck her. Yes. Yo. Now mind you, right? She's married. Okay, now I know it's okay. She listen, I'm a man, I'm dolo, no intention. Mine is what it is. Why the fuck are you here with me and you're married, right? So then I said, okay, let's just enjoy. So anyway, she gets me in there free ticket because whoever she knew at the door, the gate, and they've been making fish, just nigga shit, But it was some cool nigga shit because, I mean, niggas was charging like $18 for a fucking fish sandwich. You're hungry, you gotta eat, whatever, whatever. I have the carriage. I have the carriage because my daughter is a little young, so I had to like ride around the park. We moving around, so I have that. You know what I mean? So, long story short, they got the little African artifacts. Shit's dumb expensive, but it's cool. It's a nice little environment. The food was incredible. Expensive as fuck though. So, my daughter's playing with my daughter, whatever, whatever. Again, this is adults. It's nothing. But then I thought and said, what would our mates say if they seen us here at this fucking park? Again, I'm a man, right? So I'm thinking of it from her husband's perspective. How does this look? It doesn't look that bad because the kids is here. She's 10 years old. My daughter's 3 or 2 at the time. She's 2 at the time. So they're playing, you know what I mean? It was all good. And then I remember there was this feeling. And I was like, yo, This is not a good look. Now, even more so, granted, even though we cool, I ain't fucked this chick, literally ain't touched a body on her in 20 years. But still, my question is, why are you here with me? You understand? Again, I'm a man. I know how we are. Our minds in the gut. But why are you here with me? There has to be, when a woman does that, there's something going on, and she's trying to cover it up by believing that this is just a regular friend. It won't be a regular friend if I wasn't an ex or not, because it's just not appropriate. It's not appropriate on both ends. We can't. It's not appropriate because I'm telling you right now, my wife, she could be a little more understanding with it, because at the end of the day, you got the baby with you. Ain't what the fuck you trying to do? But him and me as a man, he ain't gonna be cool with that, because he know if he gonna be around an ex, what's the fucking point? And they ain't fucking. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we look at every little thing because our mindset is, how would he feel? How how would he feel if he know? I know he doesn't know you're here with me, and if he does, well, your daughter, well, maybe he does, but this only looks good because we got the kids here, and this is the wild part. Remember I told you about vibes, man. The sky starts getting dark. It starts getting dark. And man, it fucking started thundering. And boy, oh boy, luckily, I had to go across the street into the store, Wegmans, big ass supermarket. Luckily, when I tell you I made it inside this damn, matter of fact, we didn't even get touched with the rain, because when as soon as I got in, because now we had to go get something to eat or whatever, because the store got a lot of gourmet shit, and my daughter likes picking up little shit or whatever. They went to get to their car, and it was so bad. They were in the car and they tried to pick us up to take us to our car. God was not allowing us to get in that fucking car, because it was just gonna rain, and when it's over, it's over. It's a storm. I'm talking, the damn parking lot is flooding, but they got a good drainage system. And one thing you should never do is lie to yourself. Because I remember at one time, because I'm walking behind her, and she come, and I'm like, wow, because our mind is just, it never fails. Now I can't speak for a woman, in sense as far as the gutter side, because I know you guys could control that a little more, but you know that as a woman, there's certain shit you ain't got no business doing. We men, and we know certain shit we don't got no business doing, but we also know our mindset. Whatever is going on in your marriage and you have male friends, whatever's going on and you're single and you're friends with exes, or you have male friends, just let it go. I'm telling you right now, no matter which way you cut it, it's going to be to his benefit. He's the only one not uncomfortable. He's not, because he's still able to enjoy your presence, because your presence is connecting him to the past, and the past will never let go with an ex, because he knows at the end of the day, y'all used to do 69s together. It's just wrong. It showed me a lesson that, let me speak for a woman to know, where, ladies, we're not good to be around at all. Whether we are married, whether we have children, I'm telling you right now, it's never a good look for you, especially if you're single. You shouldn't even be talking to me. Don't call me for fucking damn Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I'm sending pictures. Why would you care? You know why you care? Because you're holding on to the past. Remember, Guys fall in love through their eyes. You fall in love through your ears. And your ears go straight to your heart. So no matter what, you're not even allowing yourself to fuck heal. You're not even being realistic. Because it's just a bad combination. You can barely be friends with a man in 2024. But if you have to psych your mind to believe that me and my ex, he's like a brother, and I'm friends with all my exes, I'm telling you right now, you're never gonna grow from that. Because you can't grow from that, and our mind is in the past. You're around us. It's bad. Listen, it's bad when you're a male friend with us. We're the male friend to you, you're the female friend. It's bad. Because as much as you may think it's friendly, I'm thinking about fucking you. And if I'm not thinking about doing it, I'm reminiscing on fucking you. It's just wrong. We can't. The amount of monster you would have to look, the amount of monstrosity you would have to have for me to not connect to that. Even then, I'm gonna connect on what you used to look like. It's just not good. I'm telling you, it's an awful feeling because just from my people's telling me today that she's friends with this nigga, it took away something to the point where I couldn't even get into my damn live stream. Because God was telling me, stay away from it. This can be messy. Stay away from it. Whatever it is not good. The same sign I got from that damn thunderstorm and it started raining, and God forbid me and my daughter got caught in that rain. Remember, we're in the park. You ain't no way to hide. You can't. What you gonna do? Get under a tree? That ain't safe. Thank God Wegmans was right across the street, and the warning was, I will never do that again. You understand? You have to be responsible and honest to yourself. I don't gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with myself. Because to be honest with yourself is to be honest with everybody. Because now I'm like, this shit, I'm honest to me. And even then, on the simplest thing, some people would never see, I don't see a problem with it. A man should have self-control. No, 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 no. It's not about self-control. We ain't fucking. Has nothing to do with it. It's just inappropriate. It's just not good. It's not good for the mental health. It's not good for your healing. It's not good for anything. How do you be friends with a man that has 2 children now? Y'all just was together yesterday. And he moved. How do you have his number? How's he talk? What does he talk to you about? What? Because you feel that you've been with him for 9 years? No. You understand? That shit. I haven't been with this woman in 20 years. Literally, let me do it. Well, not 20. 2006, 2007. But, I mean, that's 20 years, one way out. You know what I'm saying? So, what I seen was, even me as a man, because I used to have an ex-girlfriend that always said, your personality can be very intriguing and misleading at the same time, because people may think that your warmness, they may, they may take it as if you're trying to fuck with them or we good. And it's so true, because even that, remind you, it was easy to do because I have to cut through Brooklyn to get home. So it was an easy transport, but it shouldn't have been. And I'm wrong for that. So now what I've learned is, throughout all the years, I've learned this. Unless I'm dealing with a person on business, and I don't even think it's a good thing to deal with an ex on business. You know what I'm saying? I think an ex is only good if you're trying to get back with each other. Like, you guys are working towards get back. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people may say, no. I'm like, no, that's real, because if, this is my point, you should not be around an ex unless you two are trying to get back together. The fucking end. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you right now, every woman I know, it's almost like the woman, when she's friends with an ex, It's almost like she's the gourmand. She's like the the mistress in a weird way. Cause like you ever see when people pass away and then now she has to go to the funeral and nobody knows who she is, but she knows him because she was with him for fucking years. And now the wife and everybody's crying, and you got this woman that walks in and she introduces herself and says she's a friend, and he's like, "What friend? He never told me about you." It just had it just it's just messy, man. Just don't fuck with that shit. I'm telling you. Even when you're trying to be simple, I'm telling you, you're gonna pay for that shit later. You're gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Shallow said, "Do I think exes should get back together?" Yes, I do. I do believe exes should get back together. I don't think exes should be friends without the intention on getting back together. Now, I know some people, an ex is an ex for a reason. No, it's not that an ex is ex for a reason because we can't predict the future. But I feel as if an ex is just never good to be around when you're trying to heal and trying to go directions that doesn't involve the ex. So why be together? So yes, I do think exes should get back together if that's what they working towards. You know, he's single, she's single. Not like he's on the way out the door with his fucking current wife or she's on the way out with her. That's messy shit. I don't like shit like that. But if y'all two are like, yo, we need to fucking talk because I'm missing you and I think we should get back together, then it's all I'm all gravy. But don't you can't be friends. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's just not good. And me and my ex didn't even break up on bad terms. It almost was like again, I almost forgot why. It was so it was the time was just up. We were just struggling to make something that just wasn't there and it was what it was. But what would I have done if my daughter wasn't there? What would have happened if her daughter and my daughter wasn't there? Now mind you, I was already out with my daughter. She was out. Well, I don't know if she was out with her, but she lives. She lives a little further than where she was meeting me at. But I don't know. Let's just say the least. What if we're around each other without our children? This shit it just looks bad. It's gonna look bad. And what would have happened? What would have happened? Like I can't even put myself in that position. You understand? You know, the our kids being with us, at least for me, clearly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, something that was an hour turned into could have been a fucking disaster. I had no business even being there. I didn't. Not with her. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it funky. I had no business because you should not be around an ex unless you're trying to get back with her. You dig where I'm going with this? If you're trying to get back together, fine. Shallow said, my friend, his ex-wife left him when they were in their 20s while he was headed to law school. 6 years later, people have been telling him to stay away from her, but I think she can have a second chance. You see, sometimes the second time around is even good. Like, second time around. You know that song with Howard Hewitt? That, listen, I've learned that because we can't predict the future. But one thing you don't want to do is fuck with the present. That's the dangerous part. And a man, we think our mind's in the gutter and your heart is, you wear your heart's a little deeper than us. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying her mind wasn't in the gutter either, but, at one time I looked at her, I said, God damn, like, she must be sucking his dick too. It's just, it's just bad. So if I'm thinking that and she's thinking like, no, maybe we could be friends and buddies and arm wrestle, then why are we? You understand? It's just not good. No matter which way I try to cut it, it's just not good. And yeah, yeah. I feel is we all know what we're doing. We know the deal. You know what I'm saying? And we know indirectly that this comfort of being around an ex and friends with your exes, listen, I can't even be around a homegirl that we had a history and we fucked and we shouldn't have. I've ruined friendships doing that. You dig? So how in the fuck am I around you and we were a couple and we were a couple and doing couple things? Like, it's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Now, woman could appear to handle being around a man and she was with him for 10 years and now they're not together. He's got 2, 3 kids and they talking in the park about life. Like, there has to be a little mode of mm, wonder if on her end, or if it's not, then why is she there? This all just keeps me going back to it wasn't the crime that we were together. It's the crime that, are we both single with our children? Then that's different. But niggas is married. Like, somebody had their mind in the gutter, maybe both of us. Who knows what she going through? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what she going through at home. But I'm telling you right now, never befriend the next. I'm telling you. When I tell you I have one, she's the last one. Because none of them I even talk to, because, again, it's going to go left. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's just not it's not good for our mental health one way or another. Data shows that if a person remarries their original spouse, the success statistically goes way up, close to 80%. Also, you speak all fact. I appreciate it. And you're right. I'm telling you, listen, you know what happened? I remember my dad, one of my boys, he broke up with an ex. And my father said to him, "You ever think y'all get back together one day?" He said, "Never." He said, "You can't predict the future." And the way he looked, he just shut his mouth. And it's so true. Now, see, once you entertain that question, then it could go in that direction. But if you like, yo, me and my ex was out there chilling with my daughter, her daughter, and we both had these kids from somebody else that we're with, that shit is just, nah, it ain't cool. I never did that. I'm a new dad, you understand? But I can tell you, once again, I was uncomfortable later, and I paid for that. So it's the same way how I tell you about the girl that we're supposed to be working together. Once again, it's really no baggage, but she got baggage. You still linked to this nigga. You understand? Um, and the fact that she lost family members, that's not the depressing part. I can work with that because I could connect her character all to that, and that's no problem. And I'm there with that because I'm in the same boat. But you still connected with this nigga, and not only not to say he gonna have a problem with me. The fact is you're still connected to this nigga. Like, your mind is still with him. You haven't even let go. So how are you gonna commit to me and start doing film shit together? You understand? It is. Now listen, I could swallow my words. She could pop up here tomorrow on a live. I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you. But I am having some cold feet because there's something about her being connected to that situation. And some people could look at it, well, maybe because I want to fuck her too. But it's not that. Legit. Because this is my thing. When I legit, sincerely ain't, trying to get on no bullshit, that's where shit happens. It's when I'm on the bullshit that I don't get caught, right? But she sincerely, like, was dope to work with. I had a great time when we did a full fucking damn web series together from beginning to end. That shit was dope. But I don't think she's the one. She's not even the one for what I'm doing right now, because I didn't like the feeling that I thought after I spoke to her. You see where I'm going with this? This is why you can't play games. See, God never sleeps. He never sleeps. Like, I'm about to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I literally took a bath and shower, and I put my black hoodie on just to get into my character. But boy, I'm telling you right now, never play games with yourself, man. Be honest with yourself. I don't want you to have the attitude of exes, like fuck exes. There's some good news and some bad news. The bad news first. The bad news is you should never be fucking with no exes, period. Just don't fuck with them. The good news is, unless you trying to get back together, and even if you're trying to get back together, maybe they're not, but you need to let that be known. Like, fuck unfinished business. I think I'm still in love with you, and I think I want to get back with you. Because then that can be dealt with. And trust me when I tell you, one thing about a man, even if we want some ass again, we going to say, hold up. Because I can't leave my wife. I can't leave my, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of gives you a better ultimatum because he has to produce. Again, if you are going to be friends with an ex or near an ex, don't waste, forget the friend, throw that shit in the garbage. If you're trying to get back together, then yes, 100,000%, I'm for it. If y'all ain't trying to get back together, there's no reason for y'all to be around each other. For nothing. She gave me a little mode of, like, in other words, I wouldn't respect a woman that's around me and my mind's in the gutter and she's thinking with her heart. You understand? I wouldn't respect that. Because it's almost like, why, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole different situation now. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want me and it's just one-sided? Or want what we had? You dig? So if I take the chance and start fucking with her on the side, now I'm fucking my home up. And now I got her fucked up now because she's not going to be with this. After I hit this shit 2-3 times, I'm like, maybe she ain't going to pay attention. She going to be like, nigga, you fucked me 3 goddamn times. I want to know where we're going from here. See, the thing is, what scares a man with a woman is reality. You know what that reality is? It doesn't come before we fuck you. It comes after we hit it. Where do we go from here? And we're like, oh shit, she's serious. You know the routine. You know the little, like, wow, you're wrong. You're doing foul shit. Damn, maybe we could just do this once and leave, and I'll never see her again. And then she hits you with the, well, we need to talk. What are you doing after? And you sit down. Well, I just wanted to say, everything. I've been there with this shit in the past, man. I'm telling you right now, it's not good. It's not good. And the older I get, I see that it's just certain shit you just can't play games with. You know what I mean? At this day and age, you have to just be honest with yourself. What in the fuck am I doing with a damn ex? I could be outside with a whole bunch of strangers. To be with an ex and get you jammed up. You know what I mean? I could have been in that park with a million other sisters and didn't know none of them, and been out there with my daughter and all, and ha bugging out, and left. But I'm there with her, so we're on camera. Everybody's out, like, we're exposed, and this ain't really cool. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share this with you to understand, like, judge yourself, you know what I mean? Because you have to make judgment. You have to make proper judgment for yourself to know this shit ain't cool. And as a black woman, y'all wear your hearts on your sleeves. I'm telling you, you cannot handle what's about to come. You're just going to keep making yourself worse, and you're never going to allow yourself to heal. What she should do, at least I felt that she has some pain, of course, losing family members, but I also feel that she's still linked up to this past, and it's going to fuck up the present. And I don't know why that involves me, but I feel it does, because it just didn't feel good. I didn't get off the phone like, yo, I'm so hyped. Thank God we working again. It was just like, oh boy, what am I doing? For whatever reason. You know what I mean? It's just not good. It's not good. It is not good. He said, my friend has woman chase him, but he wants his wife back. People in the friend group think he's weird for that. He said, my friend has woman chase him, but he wants his... Nah, it ain't nothing. I mean, if he wants his wife back, that's great. I mean, again, listen, man. Never play games with your heart, man. Ladies, listen to me. If we want pussy, the fucking it. I don't give a fuck which way you look at it. Unless you look like a gruesome pig and you don't look good anymore and you still around your ex, then again, why are you even around them? It's just, it's never going to make sense unless y'all niggas are talking about, I need to talk to you. and you guys could sit and talk and say, yo, y'all laughing, reminiscing, and then it's like, yo, I'm kind of figuring, I'm kind of missing you. I wish we was together. And it's like, oh yeah, well, why wish any further? Let's do what we got to do. Now, let's say I'm a married man. I tell her that just to hit this shit one time. And now you fucking hit it. And she's like, well, what you gonna do? And I'm like, what we gonna do? I was just talking your pussy. I was talking to your pussy. I wasn't talking to you. Well, you was talking to my pussy. You had to be talking to me. I'm like, well, what you want me to do? Well, I want us to get back together. I'm like, nigga, I can't get back together with you. I'm fucking, yo. Or the man. You know what I'm saying? The man could be on some old, yo, I'm kind of digging you out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she may be in a position. It's not good, man. Stay away from exes. Don't be friends with them. Don't go bowling with them. They trying to hook them up about I'm telling you, respectfully, ladies, I feel that there's a weakness. If I know a man that says he's friends with all his exes, he's maxed out. When you're friends with all your exes, you haven't moved on. You haven't moved on. It's a difference. Again, when I hear a man say he got 7 exes, he's friends with all his exes, trust me when I tell you, he fucking half of them. A nigga ain't just all with his. When you are friends with an ex, you know things about them that the average nigga that's gonna meet him is trying to get to know. So you do have a little up there because, you know what I mean. You could stay at an ex's house because you couldn't make it home because you were tired. You couldn't drive home, and you know you're gonna try to crack that pussy because. But then the woman of it, well, no, it's not like that. We just friends. It's like, no, it's like that. He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't have been in your fucking house. You know, let that nigga sleep in the car. So that is my testimony. And again, the girl could pop up here tomorrow on the stream. She did commit to it, but I'm just saying I'm not feeling good about it. You know what I mean? I'm just not feeling good about the whole situation right now. And again, we don't even have we have a working history, but we have a history with him and her together. And him and her worked on my live. We worked on a damn show, we did a web series. That's not the part. The part where I feel is how she's still connected to this nigga when she told me they're not together. So why the fuck are y'all friends anymore? This nigga got a full-fledged family. She strikes me as a person that doesn't let it go. You know what I mean? When me, I was just being a motherfucking typical, what the hell ain't nothing happened. We're outdoors. It doesn't matter. It's just, it wasn't good. I should have definitely just, yo, where you at? I'm up where you live at. Anything, but it just wasn't a good thing to do. So please forgive me, God. Please forgive me. I know you were talking when you put that thunder in the sky, because it definitely wasn't the devil doing that, because the devil don't make it rain. Boy. So the warning signs are all there. You should not be around an ex unless y'all two are trying to get back together. And I don't mean together behind your damn spouse's back, because y'all got a clear slate of a situation and y'all getting back. Because even if you try again and it didn't work out, at least you say you tried. But it's an ex. You can do that. There's no playing games with that shit, because you try to crack at the pussy of a damn male friend, of a female friend. There's always that mode of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Why would you fuck our friendship up like that? But with an ex, it's like, nigga, I know you. You know what I'm saying? The end. So I just got to tell you everything you want to hear, and I don't think I want to deal with that. Well, I'm not saying me, you know what I mean? Just hypothetically. So, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. Never befriend the ex. The man's paradise, the worst thing a woman can do. I'm telling you. You never look good doing this. I don't give a fuck if you like, yo, we going horseback riding. You shouldn't be doing this with your ex unless you're trying to get back together. It's pointless. Well, me and him share a special bond. Yeah, he's your ex. The fucking end. That is a special bond. A special bond is somebody you was once in love with. Stop playing. You're not playing with me. You're playing yourself. I play myself. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm like, I would never listen. I had two experiences within the last 6 months on this, and one, like I said, was the event at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and the other one was clearly this situation I dealt with today. And I'm like, yo, the energy was so bad. I'm having cold feet with working with her because of the energy she's displaying. She's not gonna even be her true self because she's still got her ex in her life, and he has a family. He's moved on. That can be a spiritual distraction. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Rika. Shout out to Rika P. So I just wanted to share that with you. Don't play games with yourself, man. You know, can't predict the future, but at least if you have an intention and that ex, even if you have the intention and the other one doesn't have that intention, you're gonna let them know. That's at least you letting them know, because a man, even on that other side, you got to think about it. If you had the intention on being with him, just tell him. Don't act like y'all just cool and that's my brother. Tell him, because if he's sincere, he gonna be like, I think we should do it. If he's cheating on his wife, he may say, I think we should do it. I'll just play it. That went over your head. I'm just saying, no matter what the situation is, you gotta start picturing the man as the fucking damn predator in this situation, because it's not gonna be good for you. It's just not. His mind is different than your mind, and no matter what situation is, that energy transfers into you, and then it transfers into the universe, and you get the rest, and it's just not a good combination. But on the bright note, if you have intentions on getting back with your ex, you should be friends with them with the intention on letting them know y'all want to get back together. That's fucking dope. And it could be a beautiful thing. But I clearly don't have that intention. And even the intention that I may have is not going to be to a benefit, because why the fuck are we here? This is a violation in the marriage. It is. You should not be around an ex and you have a wife or a fucking husband. It's just wrong. No matter which way you cut it, you could have your farming tools, act like you was going to cut trees and shit. You know what you're doing. You know what I mean? We're human beings. We know what it is. So keep your eyes open. Be sucker free, and let it be known. You know that energy does transfer. It transfers a lot. I got a homegirl that's fucking with a married nigga, and now he went back with his wife allegedly. And her energy's all fucked up. I'm telling you, it does damage. It shout to Fifi. It does damage. It does. That shit affects you spiritually. I'm telling you. And if you don't believe me, when you feel, because you know it's wrong, and you're going to try to make it make sense. You know how we psych ourselves to try to make shit to make sense? We'd be like, yeah, well, that's my homeboy, because you asked him, are you friends with your ex? I'm friends with all my ex. Yeah, you're full of shit. Why? Why can't you just be friends with 6 other motherfuckers? Why they gotta be your ex? Man, fuck that. Nope. So you getting back with them? Fine. Then y'all should be friends. There's no reason for y'all motherfuckers to be friends, because I'm living in the past, and you shouldn't be around me if my mind's in the gutter. You shouldn't be around me if my thought is in the gutter. The one slight thought is never going to be good for you. I may be thinking, you may be thinking, let's go to church. I may be thinking about what I remember when I gave her that dump in her mouth in 2006. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just not good. It is not good. So don't play yourself and act as if y'all cool, because you know and I know, some of us human beings ain't shit. And, that's just something. You see an ex that you see in the store, hey, how you doing? You introduce her to your wife, whatever. Nice meeting you. Okay, yeah, good seeing you. You out. That's it. No, don't give. What's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go there. Like, I don't do well with no exes at all. I'm terrible, because I'm nasty. I just don't. If I got a history with you sexually, It's never a good combination, especially if we were together. You know what I mean? It's just not good. If I've ruined friendships from that, that's why it's easy for me to be in the position that I'm in because I just can't do none of it. Even when I try to, it just doesn't work. It never works. It never ever works. I I can be look at this. I can't even work with somebody I worked with from the past. Like that shit is like an ex relationship. It is a relationship, right? So don't play yourself. Be honest to yourself. All that self control shit is all an illusion. As a woman, you're gonna believe all that bullshit. But I'm telling you right now, just you're better off just being single and meet a new motherfucker. It's just no good. I'm telling you, terrible thing, man. Exes are no good unless y'all trying to get back together. You shouldn't even be talking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a beautiful night. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and stay sucker free. And beware of that fucking damn bozo. Watch him. He'll give you a whole bunch of fucking lies, and before you know it, your heart's involved, and it's over. That's it. And how many we just going? You'll know by the third time after we hit it. God damn, it's terrible. But we ain't talking about the married thing. This is just generally. Beware of that fucking bastard. Okay. So I'm letting you know, it ain't no different. You know, I mean, I'm a real nigga, but goddamn, I'm still a man. You understand? And just certain shit I just can't be a near. It's just trust me. So thank you all for giving me about an opportunity, but I read, I feel things, and if it don't feel right, it ain't right. Under no circumstance, you know what I'm saying? I'm totally deep there, and I really appreciate that. So just in case the sister come, don't blow me up now. When she come here, we gonna be doing it. We may do this live that's if I can fucking finagle her not to do this shit. But anyway, and she's supposed to ask me questions. We're supposed to do this sometime later today, but then again, you know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. She still got bro, and I think her mind is shattered. You know what I mean? And that could be a problem because, again, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I do feel that I don't want to have a position in the future, and I'm like, damn, something told me don't do it because I feel like I got a red flag just because of her shit that she dealing with in her personal life. It ain't my thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all, man. Have a good night. Peace and blessings. Peace.